Hello everybody, I am Erica and welcome to the Nerd Journals, where I create evidence of my meager existence. I'm not sure if I've ever shared a full flip through of an art journal on this channel ever before. Did you guys even know I kept an art journal along with a regular day-to-day writing journal? Maybe, maybe not. It's not something I talk about too often. But recently I finished arting in this journal and I've been meaning to share it with you for a couple weeks now, but finally I have a chance. This journal is from Walmart. My husband got it for me. It has a really hard cover and it has this fabric spine. It was really hard on this journal and it got really fat despite me removing some signatures. I actually removed every other signature and it still became extremely huge and the spine broke. But, you know, I kind of expected that to happen. It's not a big deal. It actually looks quite beautiful now that it's done, even though it is in rough shape. That's just kind of what happens with these types of journals. It's not like it was a high quality mixed media journal. It was just a notebook meant for writing, and I did a lot more than write in here. The gold dots were a part of the cover, but I added this cutout from a collage magazine to the cover with the Om symbol on this beautiful mandala. I didn't add too much random stuff to this journal because I knew it was going to get heavy enough as it was, so I just added a couple little things here and there without going wild. This pocket was made by my friend Mama J on Instagram, paperlover123. You should check her out. Unfortunately, this little keychain, this resin keychain type thing, fell apart in the mail. I was gonna glue it back together. I kept one of the pieces to do just that, but then another piece broke and I lost it, so I kind of just forgot about that idea. It's okay, it's still pretty. I love the glittery purple, it's so cute. This journal began its life almost 2 years previous to when I finished it up in April of 2024. This journal actually started its life a couple different ways. Neither way stuck, so eventually I was looking for a new art journal from my shelf, and I picked this one that had some bullet journaling and some personal projects in here, and I made those things go away, and I turned this into an art journal instead, and I actually finished it, even though it took me a really long time. Art journals tend to take me a very long time, though, and that's okay. I'm a slow artist. This journal has lots of mixed media. I like to draw girls, I like to stamp and use acrylics, and I like to collage. There's all sorts of fun stuff in here, and I'm really excited to be sharing this art journal with you, because like I said, I've never shared an art journal on this channel before. I made these collages after doing a class one spring. I love how all these collages came out, and I have a few more on different pages as well. I'll show you in a moment. I did, in fact, use Bible pages here because that was the only kind of book I had to tear up at the time. I really wish I didn't use Bible pages, but it is what it is. This is when I challenged myself to do 24 mini collages in my journal, and this was just the beginning. This was before I started to do collages on bread tags, so I'm working on much smaller surfaces now, but this was a fun challenge and a fun way to get started. I'm not going to take the time to look at all the dates on these little mini pieces of art right now, but I'm pretty sure it took me about 2 to 3 months to do all these pieces. Here are some more of the collages I made for the class I was talking about. Of course, I live in a home with a very loved dog, so there's dog hair in all my art. All my creations have Woodrow fur in it. Man, I have so much fun with acrylic paint and magazine pages. It's probably my favorite thing to fiddle around with in my art journal. Oh, I really wish this didn't get all wrinkly and weird right here, because I like this page. I really like this Marie Kondo Spark Joy page. But damn the wrinkles. Some of these are just so silly and fun, and they make me giggle to look at. Oof, pages are hard to turn. I'm trying not to skip anything. For the most part, I don't have to blur much in this journal, but I do think there are 1 or 2 things I will have to cover up, just as a warning in advance. Gosh, I had so much fun making some of these. I just look at some of these pictures and I smile because I remember the time I enjoyed making them. Love the iridescent flecks on this page. Isn't that fun? I love to use iridescent paper in my collaging. I want to make more of these cute little mushrooms. Those are so fun to make. And easy, obviously. Half a circle and a rectangle. Gosh, I could make those all day long. Some of these pieces, well, they're not very special. I spent a lot of time on. This is just the whole entire background is colored in with an ink pen. And I used negative space to write out the words Hydration Homeboy. Like this one right here, this is all just an ink pen right here as well. It takes a while, but I think it's worth it, and it helps with my anxiety work when I'm working on little projects like that. This little drawing on the right was inspired by some photography by Hoop of Spiders, my inspiration, my senpai. I'll never be as cool or as skilled as them, but they're definitely an inspiration in my artwork. I love this whole grunge look, and in addition, drawing the trash on top of it, it felt like a good choice for my art journal. This right here was an image transfer gone wrong. I'm not very patient, and I think that's my problem. It leaves me with these big gaps in the image transfer. I like how this turned out in the end. It's just kind of a grungy mess, but definitely not how I wanted it to look when I went into the project. Booty. I definitely should have used a different pen on this paint chip on this page. Back doesn't look so bad, but the front's a bit of a shit show. These little silver stars were so hard to glue in. I think I ended up, yeah, they all ended up, oh, no, they didn't all end up gluing in. But, oh, it was this one right here. Look at that. They were so hard to glue in, and they obviously didn't even all stick. Oh, well, I did my best. Well, 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 we're not going to lose that in there, are we? No, no, we're not. This was going to be a page about not enjoying alpha stickers, but I ended up finishing this notebook before I ended up having more alpha to use on this page. Oh, this is where my spine broke in my journal and I had to tape it back together. Now, when I was younger, 20 years ago or so, this would have made me want to throw out this journal. Honestly, I would have wanted to throw out this journal after doing another project in this journal at the beginning, and not following through with it would have made me want to throw out this journal. But somewhere over the years, I have learned to embrace the mess, embrace the imperfections, and just power through, because nothing is more beautiful than a completed journal. And you have to power through the problems to get to having a completed journal. I love this page right here. I love these little pumpkins. It's too bad that one didn't get glued down all the way. Here's a couple more examples of anxiety art that took me way too many hours to count, but they were good hours well spent in my journal. This was such a simple little collage. I was so happy with this one and how it turned out. I had a lot of fun painting the background on this one. The one on the right took a little while as well. The one on the left has this cool fabric. Hopefully you can see how iridescent the fabric is. And this is pretty much the end of the journal. After this is just, oh no, there's one more page on the left, and then after that it's just a few pasted in things. So this right here is my art as well. This is art by an old friend's mother. This is some children's art I got from a drug-free calendar. And then here on the right are just like a bunch of pen tests, and this little thing I made maybe like 15 years ago that I happened to run across is me drinking coffee, and it's got a little Lisa Frank sticker there behind. It's supposed to just easily slide in there, but not so much after all these years, I guess. So that's it. This is my beautiful art journal that was used from 2022 to 2024. What a journey. I love having an art journal. I don't have one currently. I'm between art journals, I guess. I don't know what I'll be doing next as far as art goes, but this definitely feels like the end of something right here. I really hope you enjoyed seeing it, and if you would like to see more of this type of content, let me know. I know this is more or less a journaling channel and not quite an art channel, but if you would like to see more of my art journals, I'd be happy to share it with you. I just don't know if anyone's actually interested in watching me make art journal pages or whatever. If you have someone who would like this sort of content, I would really appreciate if you would share it with them. Please engage with my content, and also check me out on Patreon to see what else you can get from me. Thank you so much for your company. Have a great day. Bye.